Hey, Jane. Can you hear me? Can you hear me
Hey,
all
Tom.
right?
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, good. Okay. Now we've got 4 people here that I'm trying to admit. Jim Hastings, where are you? You've got your audio turned off and your video turned off. David, you've got your video turned off for some reason. There he is. Admit Jimmy Hoke. Okay. We're on my iPad today because Jane Ann can't figure out what's going on with that computer. Ever since we got the new computer, it's screwed up.
Plus, they keep updating everything. And changing
Zoom's screwing around too.
even though you don't want it to be changed, they do it.
Yeah, I've got, let's see, who am I trying to admit here? Jim Hoke.
Yes.
Okay, there's Jim. Jim Hastings is trying to get on, but I don't know. And he's never been on before. There's Jane Ann.
Well, Jane Ann.
Jane Ann is now on.
Where is Jane?
I don't think she hears us.
But the problem is, it's the audio. She's having trouble with audio. So she'll be messing around with that. So let's see if we can get a few more people on here.
Why is Jane Ann on a separate?
Well, she's on her computer in her office. That's where we normally do it, but we couldn't get the audio going. So I came back out to the kitchen, got on my iPad.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding her. I thought they were going to be in Spain. Susie Ross joining.
Susie has big news.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Finally, it happened. Cool. Okay.
There's Grandma Susie.
Oh, Grandma.
Yeah, here's Grandma Susan. Yes, just came from seeing the little guy.
Oh, I bet he's changing already.
A little bit, yeah, he is.
Oh, that's so exciting, Susie.
I got a lecture on how to change diapers
Oh, you did?
got a
Because you don't
lecture?
know.
from my son. From my son.
Really? There's Jim Hastings.
There's somebody can change that.
How did you know?
You finally got on there. Oh, but because your computer tells me your name.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
Pretty well, all
Well,
things
as soon as
considered.
as
How are
soon as
you?
we get a bunch more people on here, we're going to have you tell us all of what's been happening with you since we haven't seen you forever.
Like 60
Okay.
years.
60 years.
Didn't we have a reunion about 10 years ago?
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
Well, I was there for that.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay. Just so you know, Jim, Tom Kinder and his wife are over in Germany.
Telemution, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I thought you guys were going to go to Spain.
We just got back yesterday.
Oh, did you? Okay, we'll have to hear about that.
Barcelona.
Barcelona, right. And there's Christy. So we got Christy,
Hi, Tommy.
Nancy. Jane Ann, have you had any more luck? Okay, she's still trying. Okay, there's Nancy Best. Okay. So Jim, the good-looking girl with the blondie, short blonde hair with just a phone number, that's Christy Lingle.
It didn't
Hi,
come out.
Chrissy.
Can you not see me, eh? It
Oh,
won't-
yeah,
we
we
can
can
see your phone
Oh,
number.
I thought I did something wrong. Okay.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. No.
Well, there's Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hello there.
Haven't seen you forever. Yeah.
I know, it has been a while.
Yep.
We have to
Let me
catch
see
up
if I've
here.
got it. Let me see if I've got anybody out there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, Dave's trying to come back in. Wonder what happened. He must have a weak signal.
Is that me?
No, Dave Harold.
Oh, okay.
Who is back? Bob is.
Can you guys see me? I can't see me.
No, we're not seeing you,
You
Bob.
can't see her.
We
That may
always
be a-
get, is there
There she
something?
is.
Let me reboot this thing, Tom, and see.
Okay,
Tommy?
Bob Van Pelt did leave the room and come back.
I got a note from Harv today, and Harv said he had a conflict, he wouldn't be on today.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, there's Sandy Armacost. I didn't think Sandy was gonna be on that. Good.
oh darn, huh?
Vicky won't be on. She, her sister-in-law passed away.
Oh,
Lost
who
her-
was that?
Pardon?
Who was that?
I don't know her name. She went down to,
Oh, so it's not in Richmond.
no, it's
Okay,
not.
talking a younger or older one?
Don't-
Younger and older, get the
One of the
idea.
two.
Don't know.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to talk to her to get any
Yeah.
details other than she sent me the message that she lost her battle with breast cancer.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she's down in, what's that town in Indiana that's pretty much all German?
Oh,
Oldenburg.
it is Oldenburg.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I think she's down there. Down near there anyway. Well, hey, we've got a whole bunch of folks on here. So Jim, I don't know if any of you noticed, but we've got a new person on here that hasn't ever been on this video call before, Jim Hastings.
Oh, good.
Down where-
Jim? Oh, wait, but we've got a few more people coming on. Here comes
Okay.
Becky.
Cool.
Okay.
Huh.
Are you being able to see everybody, Jim? Do you have it on?
I
Gallery.
see 12 people.
Okay,
I can
good.
only get 4 at a time.
13.
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that all we have right now?
Oh,
No,
no.
no,
Well,
There's
we have
13
13
on
people.
participants.
if I scroll, there's a lot more.
Well-
No, oh, yeah. I mean, it's like.
Did
yeah.
you go to
But I can
gallery,
only get
Christie?
4 on my.
Okay. Oh, got
Go
it
to
now. That
gallery.
helps.
Go to
Mhm.
what?
Okay,
Gallery should
gallery.
be over on the left-hand side. Says gallery.
RC. That says record, REC. What?
No, you don't want to.
See, mine's on the left-hand side.
Oh,
Yeah, gallery.
There's Becky.
gallery. Oh, well, it's okay. I don't see gallery anywhere. But
I don't have,
Right
gallery. I
hand,
just,
upper,
mine has,
upper right hand.
mine says participants and it shows.
Well, I tell you, Janie, just come on, give it up and come on in here. So everybody, Jim Hastings is joining us today.
great.
For a little while, I got other stuff to do.
Okay, so why don't you tell us what's been happening? You say that you did attend the 50th. So
Yeah.
what's been going on?
Yeah, we all did that. Right, okay.
Don't you remember seeing me there? I don't want to expect you to.
Only been 10 years ago. I don't know how that happens. Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think that power blew the speaker.
Okay. So anyhow, Jim, I apologize if I don't remember, but I would have my hands full on that particular reunion.
Oh, I don't expect you to remember any of that. Sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Okay. Well, Jim, go ahead. Tell us about what's been happening over the last 10 years, where you live and all this.
Well, I was living in Northern California then, and I live in
Yep. You live where?
Far away. Morgantown, Indiana.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I
Indiana.
can't believe you've never heard of it.
I have, isn't it down by little Nashville and in Rich,
About
Indiana?
Yeah, it's north of Nashville. I was there this morning to work out, actually. But yeah, it's about 18 miles north of Nashville. So,
And you're a dentist, right?
you know, I like to think I am. I used to be.
Okay. And have you started up a practice there or you retired?
No, I've been working part-time, and then I had a little bit of a surgery I had to have done right in here. And so that took me out of the loop for a while, and I'm gonna have my final surgery this coming week. Well, not surgery, but I get these pills that make you sick, and then I'm done with it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what's
Yeah.
it for? What was the issue? What's the issue with your head?
with my brain?
Yeah, well, I had brain surgery. I'm allowed to say
Yeah, the
this.
surgery
Oh,
came.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was at work and I got the feeling kind of weird and I said, hey, I got to go someplace. So I went and saw the doctor and they took a bunch of pictures of my head and they said, you've got a tumor there. And blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I'd already had this ear treated for a different tumor, which did not affect the nerves in my face. And that was 2018. And they said, no, we can't do much here. We can only get so close to it. And long story short is I had 3 weeks of it, of this radiation. And after that, it's been 2 pills for, I don't know, every 3 weeks for a week. And it's not that big of a deal. It makes you kind of sick and then you get over it. So that's my story for now.
So, and Jim, this all happened since you moved back to Indiana?
I was taking no pills. I was healthy, or so I thought. Now I've got a dozen pills I have to take every day.
Get out of here, Jay.
But I'm sticking with it.
Sure.
Wow.
So, and I see Mary Vance. She's not too far away. I see her quite a bit.
Oh, great.
Nice.
We had lunch the other day, and she'll be there for this. And she's got, I think, the whole weekend blocked off. So there you go.
Good. Good.
Great. And you're going to be there.
Well, I'm hoping to.
Well, we're all doing that.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Well,
We're not guaranteeing, we're just.
It's on my
planning.
calendar. Well, thanks for asking. I appreciate it. It's great to talk, Nick. It's great to see all you guys.
Nice to
now-
see you.
See you.
So now, are you married? Do you have children?
Neither and both. No, I've got one son and I got married shortly after high school. And then you know how things go. I mean, some of you know how things go. I
Mhm.
moved to California and I didn't take this young lady with me, old lady, and we had a son together. So when I came back to Indiana, we have reunited and I actually rent a house from her. So it's kind of nice.
Oh.
And she needs help. And so I give it to her. That's about it.
Well, that's great.
How old is your son? How old's your son?
Oh my God, don't ask. 54.
Oh my
My
God.
daughter.
You almost 53. Jane's got an older one.
Well, there
Yeah,
you go.
54.
Mhm, right.
I have a
54.
grandson turning 30 next month.
I've got one of those too.
Now that makes me feel old.
And Jim, Susie Endicott, where it says Susie Ross, she just now became a grandmother.
Yeah,
Which is
Oh,
so
wow.
thrilling.
couple weeks.
1
I
week.
can't
Oh,
wait
my
to hear about the
God.
baby,
Oh, my
Susie.
God.
Got to hear a little more. I know how busy you are, but how's he doing?
He's doing well. He's cute as can be.
Oh,
What?
I just lost everybody. Bob Van Pelt turned everything off.
yeah.
I know, I
Yes.
lost
Yes,
everything.
I don't know what happened, but
Hang on, guys.
What's going on, Bob?
What did happen?
I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea. It's Bob's fault.
Bob, what did you just do?
Yeah, it's just.
My Zoom is all crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ours-
ours are
yeah,
too. Nancy. Ours are too.
We're
Bob,
ours
you-
are waiting. We'll get it figured out.
Should we get out and start over?
Bob, do you have some?
I have no
IT guy
idea.
with you?
He's not even there.
Oh,
That is a hoot.
Okay.
Now we have to identify each other with voices only.
It's Bob's screen. If he could not share his screen, it might be helpful.
oh, that's it.
What's going on here? Yeah, I see you, Tommy and Jane Ann.
I can see if I scroll.
I can see 3 people, 4
Oh,
people.
Yeah.
that's cute.
no,
How did
Yep.
I
Oh,
get
now that's somebody's
It's
Discord. Is that
webpage.
it?
it's Bob and Pelt's screen. Yeah.
Maybe Bob should get off and.
There it
there
is.
we
Okay, here we
go.
go. Here we go.
There,
Or
yes, here we are. It's
How
all-
could you, Bob?
Bob, just talk.
Geez.
yes.
He's
We don't
muted.
need to
Yeah.
see Don't touch anything else, Bob.
Bob.
wonder he's not on.
Yeah, Jim, usually it's not so crazy. This is a pretty wild, crazy day.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I'm on these things all the time. I got a lot of things going on. So yeah.
Okay,
I
so
get it.
Susie, tell everybody about the new baby.
Oh, what do you want me to know?
Absolutely.
He's a little,
Name, how much he
my.
weighs.
I'm sorry.
How much
Name,
he
how much he
weighs.
weighs.
Oh, his name is Cecil.
I love that.
Oh, is that the one
I
that
love
did?
Cecil. I
Okay.
love it. What's the middle
Cecil.
name?
Cecil James.
Cecil James. I love that.
Cecil.
I really
Good
do.
name.
That's
Cecil.
beautiful.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
You're the
and
only one.
he
Now,
weighs.
Sue, why does it make you laugh?
It's Cecil's such a funny old man name, you know?
But most
It's
of
an
our
older
kids
name. I mean, it's just an
are you
old,
all
older
names,
name.
Hazel, you know, Lorraine,
Yeah.
Mabel. Those are my family of kids of, you know.
That's
They're
like my great granddaughter
I
is
have
Vivian
names.
Pearl, and that's an old
it's so
name.
much fun.
Yeah.
named
Yeah.
Hazel.
Lovely.
So, I mean, they're just, the old names are coming back. And
Very
one
much.
named Mabel and Hazel
Hazel and Lorraine.
and Charlotte. That's pretty, you know, but
I have a Charlotte too in our family.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
That's a pretty one.
Audra.
Susie, how much did he weigh?
He weighed 6 pounds, 12 ounces.
Okay.
He's just healthy,
And
good.
was he right on time or early?
No.
He was exactly on the day they said.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
They're very organized,
Wow.
aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They are documenting everything, you know,
Oh,
how
yeah.
much he eats, when his
Right.
diapers are, I mean, I'm like,
Good for
what?
them.
Good grief.
Oh, that's great.
And did you ask them, what are they gonna do with all that documentation in 5 years?
I don't know, you know, she's an attorney, who knows, you know, what they're gonna do. I don't know.
You
But
don't ask those questions, do you?
it makes me wonder how mine even, you know, grew up.
Survive.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yes. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't believe they have time to even do that, Susie.
Are they both off of work right now or?
She's off for 6 months. She
Oh,
works for
6
the
months,
federal
wow.
government, so she gets,
Nice. Yeah,
Wow.
that's nice.
and he's off for
That's
6
fun.
weeks.
Good for her.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
That's fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Okay, so Betsy and Tom, tell us about going to, where was it again?
Spain.
Portugal, or no, Spain.
Spain.
What was the question? How was it?
Yeah, how was your trip?
Barcelona.
Yeah,
For 4 days, we met up with, there's 6 people that we meet up with somewhere every year except COVID years. And
People we used to
None-
work with.
none of us had ever before. Any of you did Barcelona, we would go back. I mean, the food was great.
Sure.
We had great weather.
70s and sunny every day.
Did a lot of walking
Yeah.
around, didn't see really all the stuff you could see.
Mhm.
well, that's
We-
cool.
First time you've been there?
Yes.
You
Oh,
see
okay.
all the Gaudi,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to the park that he designed and we walked by a couple of things. They have a Picasso museum because Picasso donated 900 plus of his drawings and paintings. And anyway,
Wow.
People were friendly. They spoke English. Most people spoke
yeah, you could
English.
survive in English.
But you appreciate that, right?
Well, that's good. Well, do you guys, can I take a minute to just kind of run through the update with the reunion? Because I got,
Yes, please.
okay,
Yeah.
so
Ready to, yeah.
that's Bob Van Pelt.
Oh,
Now,
I
Bob,
see.
Bob,
He's incognito.
Don't
Bob,
mess
you're
up.
on audio, right? Bob?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so
Did we- Okay.
first of all, so where we're having it, when we're having it, and that includes, you know, all the stuff about decorations, et cetera, at the events, and
Decorations?
all that kind of stuff. That stuff,
Decorations?
it's all gonna be like
Who's coming?
decorations,
Our
you know, like
grandchildren, maybe?
tablecloths,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
napkins, some balloons, maybe some
Yeah. All right.
floral thing. I don't know.
We're just gonna keep it simple.
Very
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
We actually started that process last July, and we've got it pretty much in play. It's just a matter of working out some details now, but the committee for that is Vicky, Sandy, Jean, Jane, and myself, Jane Gash, Jane Harlan. Music, we're on top of that. The committee is Jimmy Hoke, surprise, surprise, and myself. There will be a mix of 50s.
I need to step away a minute.
That's okay. Plus the doo-wop, 60s and 70s.
Great.
Heard over 1,000 50s doo-wop songs from audio reel-to-reel tape to digital.
Yeah.
And we'll still have to work out audio arrangements at the Forest Hills Country Club, but that won't be a problem. So we got that in place. In terms of finding people, we are well into that now. We still got a ways to go, and this is what I kind of wanted to be sure and talk about. So finding people, updating their contact information, obtaining attendance information, creating the in memoriam. That's all underway. The plans are in place. We'll have a fillable form. I just talked to my IT partner today about it, and he feels like, hey, he'll be able to put something together for us.
Probably in 2 minutes.
Yeah, so the committee for that, Gene walked away. So Gene and Patty Smith and Sharon Van Voorhees and myself are the committee for that. But help from you guys. So I'll get back to that in a minute. But anyway, so this is all in motion, and I hope to have this pretty much really in play before the end of the month. I'll come back to this in a minute. The block of rooms is in progress, and Gene is taking care of that. Local transportation needs, I'm not sure yet on who would need it, obviously, because we won't know until people say I'm coming and I'm going to need it. And but once we got that information, then we can figure it out, and I'm sure that we'll be able to figure it out. Gene, do you have any?
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have any hesitation about that, do you?
yeah, I do have some.
Oh, you do?
I called three different ones, and unfortunately I didn't get a chance to really call until today, so their salespeople are out. But Hampton Inn usually gives a group rate. Fairfield Inn, they usually give a group rate. With just you can block the rooms, and as long as they have a 24-hour cancellation, then there's no charge for that one. And the Holiday Inn, their salesperson is going to call me back on Monday. And she felt sure they offered a group rate also. And I didn't know how many rooms I just told them, 10 to 15 rooms, because we don't even know yet. We're just in the, the running to try to find out, do you offer a group rate, and what's the cancellation? All three places said the sooner that you book them for that period of time, because they never know what else is coming, going to be happening, the better off we are. And with just a 24-hour cancellation, that works out pretty well.
Okay.
Didn't you tell them, Gene, this is going to be the biggest event in Richmond that week?
It probably will be. There's not a whole lot, I don't think, happening at that period of time, but you never know. So
yeah.
Okay.
But there's three, and there's another new one in front of I know there's one out with the Holiday Inn that's like more of a weekly rate for people, that are staying there for maybe a week at a time. But then there's another new one right there, and I do not know the name on that one. I don't know if Sandy does or not.
No, I don't, but I'll look.
Well, and I'm out there too. I can figure it out. I just grabbed these three this morning, these names, and called them. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to be okay on that. We'll figure it out, but we're going to have to first of all get the flyer out.
Now, I did have an email from Katie and Jimmy Stanley yesterday that they were planning on coming.
Good.
Okay. So let's get back to finding people then. So we've broken this down between Richmond people who live in Richmond and we don't know where they are, and people who don't live in Richmond and don't know where they are. There are 45 people in Richmond. We are going to place an ad in the Western Wayne News. I've got the ad to them. I can't get these people to call back. It's a wonder that they make any money.
And I'm really surprised about that, because usually they're very good.
Yeah, it's been over a week. Nobody's
I've left 4.
Did you call Millie? Jean, did you call Millie?
I didn't, he's been dealing with the new owner, so, but I
Okay,
mean.
Millie.
She used to work for the PAL item, and so she
Yeah,
is
she
older
did,
than us.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Well,
Because
I
I
trying
have to have
see.
you guys run interference for me because I'm
Okay.
dealing with this guy named Chris. I've sent him 2 emails and finally I gave up yesterday and I sent the draft of the ad that I
Okay.
still don't know if this is the way you want the ad sent to you. I don't know if you do the formatting. I don't know how to pay you. And by the way, are you really in business or do you even really care about that?
Good, good for
Yeah,
you.
I'm really surprised because usually they're really on top of things pretty well.
Is the PAL item in business anymore?
Barely.
Barely. I
As far
think
as
barely.
workers' contact, not very much at all.
Oh.
We
No,
don't take the PAL item at all, so.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do. My
I'm
husband
not-
likes the comics, but the information comes about 3 days after everything else for Richmond, so.
And it's out of Muncie or Bloomington.
So we will have an ad in that paper, I'm sure.
Eventually.
And I think, did I send that to you guys yesterday when I sent the reminder out?
You
I
did.
don't-
You did.
Yes.
You did.
Okay.
Now, Tom, I know that classmates.com, who was it, Sandy, that put a note on there and
Yeah.
said they'd heard there was going to be a reunion, Jim Scriptmeyer?
Well, I don't know, but Dillman said he wanted to come, but I don't know how to contact him.
It
I
was
think I
Gentleman.
sent, or, yeah, Dintaman said he wanted to come. And I sent, Tom, I sent you a couple emails this morning, or I don't know when it was.
I was going to say, that might
with
be something we
addresses
would
and
want to put
things.
it on.
Jim
Okay.
Dunn-
Yeah, I tried to put that on classmates.com and it didn't take it. I don't know whether they want more money or what, but I tried to put it on. I
I don't know what classmates.com.
try it again.
No, I have no idea. I've never heard of it.
There are several people that are on that.
I'm on
And
that.
every chance I get, I'll tell them when the reunion is and they'll say, I want to come. I sent you somebody, I forget now who I sent, but that they wanted to come and she left her address and phone number. So you'll get that.
Classmates.com.
That's how I found out about Sherry Morris. She had sent me a message on one a while back, but then I sent back and didn't hear anything.
Okay. Well, I'll have to look into this then. The non-Richmond, so there are 45 people in Richmond. There are 64 non-Richmond residents.
No, I did get an address for Carol Wagers Lamar. My the phone number he had did not work any longer, but I do have her address. I can send that to you, or I can send her an invitation.
Okay, yeah, just hang on to it until we kind of get organized on this.
Wow.
The way we're planning to do this is we will send a flyer, but I need 20 volunteers. And I know that Nancy remembers this, and I can't remember who else did this, but if we have 64 people, let's say we have 60 people we're trying to find. If I get 20 volunteers, that means each person only has to try to find 3 people.
Mhm.
And then all I've got to do is I'll send whoever volunteers to help. I'll send them a copy of the directory that where we have their name, address, and phone number. The phone number
I
is
have
probably,
that. So I have that. Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
So-
willing to help,
Okay.
I'll help.
but
I'll help.
I'm-
I'll help.
I can do 3.
Okay, well then
You
send me.
guys don't
I
have
can do that.
Tom's directory.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
Everything he ever heard is written down in there.
But anyway, so I'll just, everybody who wants to volunteer, send me if you can take 3 people, just let me know, and then I'll come up with my list of volunteers, then I'll know who
Okay.
to send the stuff to.
Okay. Okay.
I will say this, that I'm also going to send the names of all these people to all of our email folks.
Okay.
And there are 160 some folks. See, there are total. Let me see here. I've got 143 people
Wow.
to whom we send an email now, and only one
Oh.
email address pops back, and I'm still leaving it there because John Stout and his wife, I thought maybe, I don't know how else to get her an email to her, but it's kicking back, so she's evidently turned it off, so. But anyway, so now, so we're gonna have to deal with those people, but then we'll also have to deal with people to, you know, whom we invite by email, but they don't respond. And then, so my thought right now is I'll send out a second, you know, a second request, but if I don't hear anything, I'm just gonna not worry about it.
Yeah. Right. You can't keep doing that. I mean, it's like they're not really.
Yeah, if they're not responding, yeah.
If they're not responding or they're not in touch or they probably don't care.
At some point, Tommy, I think you just purge them.
I think you did a great job. But I don't think.
But I think those people that don't respond after several emails, I think you just purge them.
Exactly.
Well, we'll probably.
This particular event.
We'll just leave them on we'll add them to the unknown list.
Yeah.
We'll have a list. We've got 3 breakdowns right now. We've got in memoriam. We've got people whom we know are alive and well, and then we've got people we don't know.
Yeah.
So now I wanted to also tell you that on the teachers, we still have 3 teachers with us.
Who?
Who? She's going to have those 3 teachers, or she'll fight them, and we will offer to get them there, whatever.
Yeah, I'll get the address for Jim Peters from Mr. Ingram, and I told Mr. Ingram about it at church, and I talked to Aileen.
Yeah, he's at Friends Fellowship now. Jim is at Friends Fellowship.
Aileen Gibbons is there too.
He has a house at
Who
Friends
is that?
Fellowship.
What are the names of the
Jim
other
Peters.
2?
Jim Peters,
Aileen
Troy
Gibbons.
Ingram, and Eileen Giffens. But Eileen is not very well right now.
I told her daughter if she needed picked up, I would get her.
Okay.
That's nice.
And Troy Ingram, I see him every Sunday at church.
Okay, that's good. He usually comes. He's
he needs
to
come.
And then
came last year. They all 3 came last year. So
and then I feel like the in memoriam, whatever we decide to do, should also include the teachers. And we've got every one of our teachers that taught us and had an impact on. And you know, helped shape us the way we are today.
Sure.
They are all at the front of our pioneering with pictures. So she's going to do something to include them as well.
Okay.
And so really the only and the last thing is that I just found out today that I've got, did I already mention this about Steve, the guru? Okay. In one of the little companies I'm in, there are 3 partners, and one of my partners is a heavy duty IT guru. And so he's going to create a fillable form. Did I already say all that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You sent it out.
I heard, I saw it, but I did not know how to fill it out online.
Yeah, no, that's not a fillable form. That form that
Thank you.
I wanted you guys to see it and see if you saw anything that was still wrong.
No.
But by the end of the month, I will have a fillable form, and I'm hoping that then when it goes to you, you can just fill it in and hit send. It'll send back, and then I'm hoping, because Jean's sweating bullets because her name's on everything, and I'm hoping that it will just feed right into an Excel spreadsheet, so that she doesn't really have to do anything with it. She and Sharon don't have to do anything with it. So that's kind of on that. So I think go ahead.
I think, you know, I when I wrote you, I said it's the amount that we're going to have to. They're going to want to know the amount that they have to pay per person.
Okay.
Oh,
that's what I was going to ask.
We haven't, you know.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Good. Excellent. That's why I said it's a draft. It's a draft.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So the other thing is dollar.
Sandy, when do we need to meet with them to decide on a menu and stuff?
Well,
the sooner the better, really. So
whenever. I will try to get there. I've got to be out of town next week, but I'll try to get there before the end of the month, and we can.
The week of the 22nd, I really have open, which is about the only week I know that's terrible, but the only week I have completely open.
Okay.
So if.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can get that done. So I'll get back to you on that, you and Vicky
Okay,
and Jean.
okay.
and- Okay. And then Jane, I'm assuming that you'll fly out there for the week of the 22nd and be with us.
Right, sure.
Sure.
We can
So I
do
can sample the
FaceTime or
menu.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have you piped in on the Zoom with Zoom.
Okay.
But really, I think that I'm really not worried about anything, really. It's the fighting people is the toughest part. And we're going to make
It is.
I think it's going to end up being about as easy as we can make it. And if we can get that stuff out by the end of May or the first part of June, then that'll be in play, and it'll all be done. It's just be bringing the information back in, and then it's kind of all over but the shouting.
Okay.
So there you go.
And I'm on Ancestry, so maybe that might help a little bit too.
Yeah. Once I get all you
I've
volunteers,
tried several places.
then I'll talk to Sharon and say, okay, Sharon, you've already been doing all of this. You know, how should we do this? But the only thing that we've got left in the directory for these people where we don't have an email address is just their address and phone number. The phone numbers back then were probably landline. There's no.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's just the address. And then if that doesn't work, I don't know.
Can't do anything about it.
So, but she checked Facebook. She
Checked in.
She did ancestry.com.
There's white pages too, and you can find, or at least I've been able to find people, but of course they want you to pay more and more. They'll give you.
I want to talk about that before you go. I don't want you
Okay.
to pay for, by having to pay a fee to use Ancestry. I don't want you to have to pay a fee to pay white pages. I don't want you to have to do that. We're not going to do that.
Well, the 99 cents is fine. I've looked, that,
Okay.
but that doesn't give you the latest. So then you have to go on and pay more. So
Okay.
But we did that
But-
last time. We did that last time, didn't we, Nancy?
Yes, we did.
We paid for some stuff, but then we canceled it. So
Yeah.
oh,
as soon as we
Well,
got
that's a
the
good idea.
As soon as
information.
we found them, we canceled.
Yeah, Susie and Nancy are veterans on this stuff. They're veterans. They know how to do
okay, good.
But now I had never heard of this classmates.com. Is that something that Richmond set up?
No, my son's
No,
on it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Around a long time.
Yeah.
I'm on
it's-
it. I
yeah,
thought it was
people
through
are on
Richmond.
it, and then again, if you want more information, then you pay more. So I just did the fee. I forget what it was, but I did the beginning fee.
Wasn't
And
it $3.99 or something a month, something fairly inexpensive.
right,
No, I think it
but
was
you could just
$50.
find a little bit.
I think it was
you can't put
$50
your-
a year or something.
I don't
I
want
think
you.
I think
I don't know.
I want to say I paid $34, but I could be wrong.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Well-
not expecting.
We don't have to look that hard.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want you guys to have to do that.
Really.
We'll try our best. Maybe the most that you'll pay is for a stamp to send the flyer snail mail to the address we have. If it comes back or if you never hear anything, then it's over. We'll just
That's right. I agree. I agree,
agree.
Tom. You can only do so much, Tom.
You can
Yeah.
only do so much.
Yeah. Yeah, and
How-
we
And you
need,
said how many are on our Zoom? How many emails do you have on Zoom?
140 something.
hang on,
143?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
143 in the two lists combined.
Good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's how I found Jim Hastings was the second list.
Yeah.
That I sent out. I told you guys that, I think the last time, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
That's
That's good.
Okay, well, so that's the update on that, and
Okay.
I'm having
Good.
all that music's being sent to Jimmy, and then Jimmy's gonna have to be the guy that puts all of it together.
Are you coming, Jimmy?
I think he disappeared.
Yes.
No,
he's
that-
happy.
He's right here.
Right there.
Are you
saw him.
coming to the reunion?
Oh, there he
Jimmy?
is.
Yep.
You are?
Direct
Yeah.
Tom or?
Wonderful.
Oh,
We
great.
pressured him into it.
I told him that I would shoot him if
Uh-huh.
he didn't
Yeah,
go.
we- It's
That's
fine.
Not
great.
easy to get to Richmond from here.
No, it isn't. No,
Are you
it
in
isn't,
Hawaii?
But we, East Washington now,
Yeah, good.
state.
Becky, are you coming from Texas?
Sure am.
Oh,
Are you good
Oh,
girl?
Great.
I'm flying up
Great.
to Evansville where my half sister lives.
Good,
Oh,
And
good,
she's
good.
thinking that her reunion in Hagerstown is the same weekend.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that'd be cool.
So, but she's not sure yet. She hasn't really heard. And then she's got a camper, so we're going to go up and camp out at my brother's farm in Hagerstown.
oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, good.
And then they're going to tow their car up, so I'll have a car.
Oh, good.
Man, it all worked out. Good
Yeah.
girl.
Good deal.
Tom, will you and Becky be back in the States by then?
Yes, we.
Are you coming?
24th of May.
So we're
Oh,
trying to get to Healdsburg by August 1, and in the interim,
California.
we're all over the world.
We'll actually be flying to Indianapolis from San Francisco.
If we knock on your door, would you open
Maybe.
Yeah, we have 2 cars. We can loan you a car.
it?
So,
Yeah.
okay.
I missed you guys last time I was in Lviv, Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to bring us up to date on that?
Word. Yeah, I think it's been 5 cars now.
Oh, my
And
God.
Andrew and his college friend Vince, who might come over shortly and do one more before we leave, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, it's
How's your
been
grandbaby?
grandbaby. Oh,
grandbaby?
jeez.
Well, she's got a little virus now, so she's
Oh,
not.
boy.
We're trying to see her every day possible that we can before we have to leave. I don't know how I'm gonna leave her after 5 months.
Yeah.
Susie, you've got so much you're gonna enjoy.
Look forward to. It doesn't take very long either. You're
Mhm.
hooked.
You're hooked.
You're loving this little baby. So
Yeah.
yeah. When she smiles at you, you know, you're done, right?
You're done.
Yeah. But we have plane tickets for early December when she'll be 1.
Coming back.
I think it goes the day after she saw her for the first time.
No, it wasn't.
So did you ever work out the deal so that they didn't kick you out of the country?
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know what they're going to say. We go through passport control. We basically overstayed our visa by about 2 months. Hopefully they let us out of the country.
Okay. So you're 2 months over?
Yeah.
At least.
We were advised that there was some special agreement that the US and Germany has that if you come, we went to London and came back into Germany. Supposedly that is okay then to sort of extend the stay, but we won't know until we try to leave again.
Wow.
Wow.
They might let me go and you have to stay
Who knows?
in jail.
No, I would stay.
Little Yulia come and see grandma. in jail.
So we hope there's no.
Wow.
Craziness.
Karen, you got on a little late, and I don't know if you heard it, but we are looking into these blocks of rooms, although I think you've already got your room set up now, don't you?
I think my sister-in-law may have set it up at both places, like where you're staying and the other one.
Okay.
I apologize, I don't even know where. But is there 3? Has one been honed in on?
We're still working on that, but Jean's honing in on it.
That's what I came on, yeah. I'll just share with you, the reason I came in late is because my sister Sandy from Savannah, my running sister that's 79, is up here to run in the Cincinnati Flying Pigs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, they did some Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, truthfully, but they're running the full marathon, half and full marathon on Sunday in the rain.
In the
Yeah.
rain.
Wow.
It's supposed to be rainy. Yeah. So anyway, we were able, my other sister that lives in north of here, Inglewood, the three of us and plus more were able to be there for lunch between Cincinnati and Dayton. So that was kind of nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That flying pig thing is really cool.
That's funny.
Are you guys familiar with the flying pig festival? Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about
No.
that? By the way, my business partner ran in that one.
Did she? He?
Yeah.
This one, as I recall, when Tom and I were traveling in the 90s with our RV, there were many cities in the United States that were honoring, or they just designated certain animals that became part of what their criteria or motto, and they would decorate. Out in the West, they had some that were a bison or a horse, or in Cincinnati, it's a pig. I can't remember what it is in Alaska. But anyway, they would do metal sculptures of that animal and or paper mache that was obviously weather oriented, so, but they just had different ones throughout the United States. And so Flying Pig has kind of maintained itself in Cincinnati, and they're running race. They said it would be the 25th race, I believe is the 25th year that they're doing this race. Yeah. So
Like Rushville, they have, I think it's lions, or one place down towards that way has roosters everywhere, and another one has lions everywhere. and-
you're exactly right, Jean. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just real pleased to have gotten to see her. I saw her in March. We were in Savannah in March, but she's up here just so this lunch thing.
Is this on Zoom?
I'm sorry.
What? Who's talking?
Yes.
Who's talking?
I was talking, but somebody said something I didn't catch.
Now, about Zoom. Who was that? So is this on Zoom? Didn't you hear that?
No.
Maybe it's Bob.
I don't see Bob's picture, by the way.
See me.
Oh,
We
he's-
don't either.
Couldn't get on
Hey,
picture-wise.
Back on.
He's hiding today.
And Tom and Kinder, I can hardly see the couple on my, but again, I'm on the ones where I get to see a lot of you at one time. But you
Oh.
guys are sitting so far apart.
Right away, but
Yeah.
today it didn't come up, the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
So Bob Ansel, are you still out there?
No, he's muted.
There you go.
There he
He
is.
just showed a camera. I think that's him with the one that comes up with just a camera.
Yeah, that's me with just a camera.
Yes, it says Bob.
I just tried to fix it, but I can't get it done.
What do you think? What do you think it is?
I don't know. It normally comes up fine, Tom. I just had one of the staff come in and check it, but we couldn't get it up either, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
we knew when you had the staff.
Techno idiocy pays off again.
Yeah. So do you have any kind of an update for us on anything, Bob?
On anything, I have several updates, quite honestly. My daughter at University of Texas is graduating tomorrow,
Wow.
and she starts law school on full scholarship at SMU on Monday or Tuesday.
Good for her.
And Olivia,
Great.
my oldest granddaughter. And then Bo's son Trace is going to be off this summer, Tom, and Betsy, he's going to caddy for his dad this summer.
Oh, great.
How
And then their other child crew that's at IMG Academy lacrosse player
Yeah, yeah.
is going to the East Coast and work out with several clubs this summer and hopefully get a scholarship with some NILs attached or else go pro at the end of his sophomore year.
Even
in
better.
high school. Yeah, no, he's a big time player. Grandson James looks like he's going to be a starting tight end at IU this fall.
Wow.
And so that's all working well. Everybody's doing well, thank you.
Is that his junior year?
That's great.
What's that? And we had 105 people sign up this morning, Tom and Betsy, for first tee, our first day of registration.
All right.
owe you-
That's awesome.
We owe you a check, Bob, so.
And our 15th year, by the way, so,
Damn, 15.
yeah, it's incredible, yeah.
Oh,
Hard to believe.
Wow. Is that a record, the number who signed up, or is that?
The number for the first day, Tom, a lot of them were online. I think we only had 17 walk in, but the online thing is really picking up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll be at 175, probably about our normal count, 170, 75 by the time we start up on.
and what
On
was
June
it the
5th.
first year, Bob? How many first year?
Probably 17 or 18.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
So, yeah, and we've got quite a thing going on. We've had, just to bore you with all this stuff, we've had 9 of our kids that have gone to national conferences for leadership around the country. Been to Atlanta, been to been to Arthur Blank's Ranch in South Dakota. Been to the Chubb Classic in Naples. We had 3 or 4 down there. We currently have 3 of our alumni that are working with First Tee at different sites in the United States. Kind of a cool deal, but sorry, I didn't mean to bore you with all that. Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
That's great. Great.
thank you.
Nancy, have you been on any trips recently?
She has.
I
Let's
was
hear
in
about
I was in Italy for 12 days.
This is the.
Oh.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I was northern Italy. I'd never been up there to Milan and the Italian Riviera. And
Oh, wow.
and it was gorgeous. It was really, really nice. Our guide was excellent. About one of the best guides I've ever had. And tall Italian with big dimples and smart as. But there were
Big
only
dimples.
24 people on the tour, and that was
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
fine.
perfect.
What a
Yes.
nice thing. What a
And
nice
then we
time.
went to
Wonderful.
Tuscany and
Wonderful.
spent 4 days in a villa hotel.
Bob, what are you doing,
Please.
Bob?
Hang on a minute.
Bob,
back
what have
to-
you done?
What'd you
Back
do,
off.
Bob?
Coming back.
Well,
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. We'll let it
That's
go.
okay.
That's all
okay.
right.
I gotta go anyway.
There we go.
Okay, one more step.
Okay, got it.
Anyway, it was great.
Okay.
And then I ended up in Venice for 2 days and I got my gondola ride. So,
oh,
Okay.
good.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, it was great. We had good
Was it-
weather
Good
and
weather, good.
it was
did you go
really
to
good.
Como? Did you go to Lake Como?
No, we didn't go to Como. We went to
Darn.
Lake Maggiani.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That was a beautiful lake with
I
a big
think the day
palace
we-
out on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the day we were there it was pouring rain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you make
It
it
was
over to,
worse.
did you make it over to Portofino?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
I haven't been to Portofino, but I
About
guess
St. Paul de Vence.
no.
No, darn.
I tell you what we did see though. We went, I think it's Cabrera, the white marble up in the mountains. And we went up in trucks and went up to
Oh my gosh.
mountains, and it's just full of white marble that they're excavating
My-
and shipping all over the world.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Did you bring a
Gorgeous.
little chunk home?
I got a little cheese knife with a little bitty handle.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
enough to bring home.
That was amazing.
That's
That was
enough.
really amazing.
Nancy, was the water still clear in Venice? On your-
Not really.
Because during the pandemic, it got really clear when there wasn't much happening.
Oh,
Well,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing was, yeah, I remember.
No, it wasn't.
seeing
It
that
was.
even.
It was.
yeah, I knew
No,
that.
it wasn't clear, but it wasn't real too ugly. You know, we were
Right.
only there 2 days,
Yeah.
and
You worked.
but it was amazed me. Remember Jane when we went years ago, and in the morning the streets, that square was always full of water and we had to walk on boards.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't the case at all this year.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
There.
So,
Back already.
I think Bob left.
That's only a few minutes.
no, it was super.
Well,
That's
Good for
good.
you.
That's great.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, good God, decline.
Now remember
Okay,
the Derby today,
I have
everybody.
one thing.
Remember
Yeah,
the Derby.
The Derby's, I've got it all recorded. Can't wait to see
Oh,
it.
wait.
Ready, yeah.
Can't read
The coronation was.
Did you watch the coronation this
This
morning?
morning.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
watch that.
That is amazing.
It is.
And to think that we saw the first one,
That's right.
Yes.
And if we
that's the reason why we
longer,
got a TV.
probably will see another one. My
Yeah, we
impression,
might.
Yes,
We
I
could.
bet so.
yep, I think
Yeah.
that we could see
You're
that.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The
We
coronation,
made it that long
King.
back.
King Charles,
Charles.
King
the
Charles
third.
Charles
King
Charles.
Charles III.
on the Mall.
On the Mall.
You're talking about the Mall last time.
Okay.
Up.
Uh, So Jane Harlan,
Yes.
did you have like a whole bunch of people come out and stay with you?
Well, Carol came out for a month and rented about 7 or 8 minutes from where I live.
Oh, really?
So she was here for a whole month, had a lot of company, but then 5 days while she was here, we had Nancy, Mallet, Felice, Diane, and Katie came out. So 2 stayed with Carol and 2 stayed with me.
Cool.
Okay.
So we just hung out together, did lots
Okay.
of shopping and
Yeah.
were on the go. So then
Okay.
Carol was supposed to go back on a Tuesday, and that Saturday night, her granddaughter, who goes to Grand Canyon in Phoenix, contacted her to say that she had fallen, or I don't know what she did, but she broke her ankle.
Ooh.
Her granddaughter.
Oh,
at the
So
Grand Canyon.
at school, I mean, she's going to Grand Canyon University.
Oh, okay.
So on campus, I never did hear what she did to cause the break, but so Carol ended up, I mean, she couldn't do anything. So Carol helped her. She got to her last final, and then Carol helped her pack up, and she delayed her flight, and I took them to the airport last Saturday. And I tell you, my car couldn't have had one more thing in it, because both Carol and her granddaughter had great big suitcases.
Oh,
They each had a medium-sized suitcase and then a carry-on. And I don't have that
Yeah.
big a car,
You should travel with us. We have like 4
So-
suitcases.
but her granddaughter, you know, she's on crutches, but she,
yeah.
it helps to be 50 years younger.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Christy knows.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still on crutches, right?
Yeah.
For my broken ankle, right?
Oh,
Mm,
wow.
yeah.
Oh, you're
But
kidding.
it's-
I don't think I knew
That's a
that.
long time.
Well, I'd broken it initially a little over 2 years ago. I did not know it was broken, so I continued to walk on it for a couple of weeks and finally went to the doctor. And it was like, it had already started healing. So it was all during COVID and all this stuff. So it's like, well, let's just see how it heals now, because otherwise you've got to almost re-break it to do more. So anyway, I don't know why. So that's what happened. And so for the last couple of years, it's been okay. But as I am thankfully becoming a lot more active, it started to hurt the right leg, it's our right ankle or foot. It's in my foot. It started to hurt. So it would just went back and he redid it. And I got it all scheduled for the beginning of March, because I was hoping to get as much done as possible. It's about an 8-week kind of thing before the weather got really nice. So it's I don't know if any of you people it's the peroneal tendon tear on the initial, I don't know what that means. But if on the side of your foot, right before you go into your shoe, you know how there's a little ball on the side of your foot, each foot has kind of a ball. Well, this was on either side of that he did the surgery, going around and went clear into the foot and back. And he said it was a little more complicated than he expected it to be, but it's healing well. And so it's not so terrible that the weather has been cold here.
And raining.
And
Can't really do anything.
So
outside
when will
of
you
that.
be off your crutches?
Well, I go back the beginning of June. And I go back in a couple of more weeks. And hopefully he'll be able to say that I can be off, but I don't really have to use the crutches. I just have to keep that boot on all the time, which is very not pleasant to have on. But I did start driving because I just get in the car, take the boot off, drive, put it back on.
Oh, that's good.
Because before that, Max had to take me everywhere, which not neither of us are. Go to the grocery together. No.
Okay,
like,
your goal is to get that thing fully healed, so by the time of the reunion, you can dance.
Well, and also by the time of my daughter's wedding, which is July 5th.
Oh my gosh, you definitely.
And we're going to be in North Carolina for about 5 days for that wedding. It's just a really close family thing. She's 50. She's almost 53. She'll be 53 this year. He is 52. They've dated a little over 10 years.
Wow.
We're the same real estate. Both of them divorced with 2 young daughters, about 5 years apart, but neither of them wanted to remarry and put their children through that. So Sarah's youngest just started college this year when she finally decided to get married. It was like, but they've been living together for a couple years. They get along well. And it ends up Sarah's younger daughter is going to school in Colorado, University of Colorado. And it ends up that Jamie, his youngest daughter, is just graduating from high school. She's now going to go to the University of Colorado too. And I didn't even think they especially liked each other.
Oh,
yeah, because they're going to be stepsisters, So it's like, and it just came out that, and Cece's all excited she's coming. The girl thinks she's going to love it. It's right where Jane's granddaughter graduated from.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, there's the second one on the thing that's going. So really
cool.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy Hoke,
Yeah.
How was your trip back? Uneventful?
It went okay. It's kind of routine, but it's we have a cat and a dog. And just getting a flight can be a challenge, but we use Alaska Airlines.
Yeah.
They fly animals. And so it went fairly smooth, but it's just a big hassle. We're got to stay. We can't come directly here, obviously. So we stay in the South Bend or the South Bend, and then in the Seattle area. And so we did that for a day and a half, saw friends. And then we came back on Tuesday, actually. We flew on Sunday, stayed in the Seattle area Sunday night, Monday night, and then drove back. And got here. It was 80 degrees when we got here.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
It was 80 degrees for 2 days, and then yesterday it went down to 50s. So,
Wow.
and there's rain.
Felt like here.
Yeah, that's how it's been here.
But we're here in time to see the balsam root, the arrowleaf bloom, which just fills hillsides. It's sort of looks like a daisy in many respects, but it's a natural, wild, arid, grows in arid areas, which is we are. And So yeah, that wasn't much in the way of mouse damage. And let's see what else. Yeah. We had a garage door, it didn't work, but so it stuck our car in there for a little bit, but so we got that fixed. So nothing more than that, which is good.
That's good.
Good, very good travels.
Yeah. Yeah.
David Harold.
Yes.
What's an update, man? What you been doing?
Well, we got off a Southern Caribbean cruise last week.
Woo, where'd you go?
Bonaire, Aruba, Barbados, and Grand Cayman.
Sounds perfect.
Great island, great island.
So as soon as we got back, I met my cousin over, he lives in Somerville now, so he's got a house during the winter. And coming back by a hit and run car at 10 o'clock at night.
What?
Oh, I'm just getting over whiplash. I'm on heavy meds, so if I fall off, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My gosh.
And they didn't find the driver?
No, it's common in South Carolina because we have no fault, so people just run.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, it messed up the passengers or the driver's side. 'Cause my wife was driving, thank God, because I was inebriated probably. And then it drove our car into the curb and broke both mag wheels and flattened the tires.
Oh my gosh.
So, of course, it's pouring rain.
Oh,
So we had a heck of a time getting home, calling AAA and calling the insurance company.
Oh my
Did
gosh.
the police come?
Yeah, they did. Because, oh, I think I know the guy that hit you. I'll have to go see what his truck looks like.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
I'm glad
it's
you're
a-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're glad.
Yeah. Insurance is self-administering now, you know. You go take your own pictures.
Oh,
Write your
really?
own, yeah, you write your own claim up. They either contest it or they don't. You take your car to the body shop.
Oh my gosh.
It's like checkout at the grocery.
Yeah.
yes. Yes, which I don't like.
No one wanted to take the car. There's a backlog of 3 months to get your car worked on.
Oh, my word.
So right now it's in our driveway. Further complicated by it's an Alfa Romeo SUV. It's my wife's car and nobody wants to work on it.
Oh, no.
No, why not? Because there's no one who knows how to work on that one, or they're gonna charge you guys so much, they don't think they're gonna get it, or
No.
what?
You know, I grew up in a body shop, you know, so you can work on
Yeah,
any
so
car. It doesn't matter what kind of
So
car
why,
it is.
why do you
Yeah,
think it's
exactly.
hard for them to?
I know, they said they can't get parts for it. And I said, well, I can go on the internet and order the parts.
And what they say then?
They said, we just don't want it. In fact, some of the body shops are by appointment only.
God, you gotta be kidding me, man.
No.
I'll tell you.
So who's your car insurance with?
Yeah.
It's with Progressive.
Oh.
Oh.
Quite progressive.
there you go.
Oh, yeah.
The progressive part is you do everything yourself.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
Try AAA. AAA will tell, if you have AAA insurance, they recommend the body shop.
Well, that was the first towing job, but they wouldn't recommend a body shop. So then we had to get it towed from the Firestone store because I thought it was simple, replace the tires. Then we had to have it towed to our house. So it's a real mess.
Oh, mercy.
Oh,
Bless your heart.
Has anybody heard from Judy?
I was just talking to her on the phone. She couldn't get in. She tried to dial in and she couldn't get it to work.
How's she doing health-wise?
How's she doing?
She's doing better. She was on vacation with her daughter and family last week in a place in Virginia called, do you remember the name, Chrissy? Cinca, I want to say Cinca Terra, but it's where they have wild ponies.
All those horses are wild ponies. I can see them.
Stag Island,
What is it?
Outer Banks?
No,
No,
there's
of course, where they are.
Oh,
And I'm sorry, I'm just blank.
I know.
I can look it up.
Jekyll Island.
Yes.
No.
No, not Jekyll.
No. I'll tell you because her daughter, they were in Chincoteague or Tiga.
Chincoteague.
Chincoteague.
Okay.
Chincoteague.
Okay.
And that's in Virginia. It's an island in Virginia.
Okay.
So,
They're little wild horses that are called those.
yeah.
And there's wild ones that they gather up every year and do different things with.
Yeah.
But they don't kill them. I mean, I'm not talking about that
Yeah.
but they can, some of them are able to go, you know, but it's really wonderful to watch them. So it's so cool. They got to go.
Well, that's great.
So she's definitely better. She still has somebody with her all day long. And she's still on oxygen 24/7.
Wow.
And so
For a while on.
Was, was
we couldn't
Judy,
hear you, Jean.
was Judy widowed? I don't know her.
No.
No,
they were divorced. Well, it's a divorce kind of thing, but
they're
ex-husband
separated,
is
but
they're separated, but it's a legal separation. It's been going on for years. That one.
I just
and
curious.
he's very supportive financially and emotionally, and you know, so they get along fine. They just
Yeah.
They don't
don't
get along fine.
live together.
Yeah.
They don't live any on the same part of the state, you know, which
No.
works out well.
She moved closer to her son and daughter, and her daughter has just been a real gem to
Good.
get everything done for her. So
That's good.
so she is better, but it's certainly taking her way longer than she ever thought it would.
Jane, do you think she'll ever be off of oxygen, or do you think that this will be from now on?
Don't know.
I don't know. I looked up her disease on the internet, and it doesn't ever get better.
No.
Yeah.
So
Do they call it as a disease, Jane?
it's a disease.
A disease, what's it called?
Well, I will go. I wrote it down. I'll go in and look it
Yeah,
up.
I
It's
didn't remember. I didn't remember.
BRONC something, and it means the lining in your lungs closes up so the mucus doesn't go through. And let me see if I can find it in here. So
Because I don't know.
now I just have to remember where I put it.
Uh-oh.
That's always a problem.
Oh, you gotta remember something? Wait a minute.
Oh, did I do something?
No,
You're fine.
no, we're
You're
just
fine.
laughing because you said you had to remember where you put it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Everybody-
that's not, I mean,
Everybody.
okay.
Oh, good. She's
Here's
got
the
it.
name of it if you want to write it down.
I will write it
It's
down.
it's BRONCH
Bronchitis.
IECTASS, I think, if I can read my writing.
Whoa.
That's,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
well, obviously it's something to do with the lung, but I've never heard that, of course.
Yeah, so, you know, you can certainly live with it, but it just doesn't get better. I mean, I think she can get better from what she's been through this last year.
Yeah.
But she can't ever really get better. It
Yeah.
won't ever go away.
So
Still
like
eyes affected.
COPD.
Yeah. And
Well,
see,
I
she's had over 35 pneumonias, and every time that leaves scar tissues.
35.
And then there's, you know, it just really affects her
Started in
lung.
her late 30s. She started in her
Yeah.
late 30s
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been,
and she never smoked. You know,
no, but her parents did. You don't know.
her parents
that
did.
Caused it. But she's been so active, and it's really hard for her not to,
Oh, my.
you know, be able to go out and hike on her own. And so,
Yeah.
and she gets bored, but she doesn't have energy to really
Yeah.
do anything. So, but anyhow,
At least I haven't seen her on a call for a while.
well, I just had texted her when we were Zooming and said, "Are you going to Zoom?" And she said, "I can't seem to get the connection." So
Mm.
Going on Zoom.
maybe next month she can.
Yeah.
So,
I
But
just hate
she-
to see you. Oh, good. You got something else about Judy, because I'm gonna have to hang up. I want to hear this though. What else, Jane?
oh, no, I was just gonna tell them, she is back at her house. She's no longer at her daughter's. You maybe knew that.
Good.
Yeah.
So, but she can't go upstairs alone, so she has to sleep downstairs
Hmm.
Oh,
on a hide-a bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
what's
it
this?
makes you really appreciate your health.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Exactly.
Jim, who just got back on, Hastings realizes that too. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to all come back for our 60th.
That's
right.
right.
Now,
Right, we
Jane,
should.
do you think that she will be able to make it?
No.
No.
She's not gonna, yeah.
He wasn't no company.
She doesn't fly at all. So that'd be a long trip. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
she
she
couldn't
doesn't-
drive it.
She hasn't flown because of the air and the, anyway.
Yes.
But I'll make her, maybe there's something that we can do at the reunion where we will have to plan to do it, or we won't get it done, is to do some video for her.
Yeah, she would love that, but I don't think she wants you. Hang on, my battery's dying. Okay, I'm back. I don't think she would want you to make a big deal.
No.
Oh, we won't make a big deal.
But if we could videotape,
Yeah.
part of the
That'd be great.
reunion, that'd be great. Even for those that can't come, that'd be fun for
Yeah.
everybody to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
So-
Video for Judy. Okay, for everybody. Okay,
We can
all
send,
right. I hadn't thought about that, you guys. I'll look into that.
hey, Tom, we can send her some, she loves doo-wop, so
Yeah.
we'll send her some doo-wop.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still remember one of our calls. She says, "Oh man, I just love that stuff. I was just dancing around my house." You know, I picture her doing that with
Yeah.
Jim and I were talking about getting all that stuff transferred over into digital, and I'm thinking about her. Oh man, Judy would love all this stuff. Yeah. Well, we've only got a few
I
minutes.
gotta go.
left.
Thank you guys for all you do.
Okay. See you.
Okay.
Or whatever, I know I'll get 3 names to do something with, to
Okay.
contact,
All
right?
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll make it easy. Yep. Okay. Thank
Hey,
you.
Chris.
Okay,
Good
bye,
stuff.
Christy.
Bye.
Becky.
Bye.
Becky.
Yes.
So now, has anything exciting happened since the last time we were together?
Well, let's see, I had an eye procedure done last Friday. And it only took about a minute to do it, but now I've got little floaters.
Oh,
Did you,
Oh, yes.
did you have to have
Yeah.
your thing blasted?
Did I have to have what?
Did you have to have your implant blasted?
No, my cataracts, I can see distance, but I
Uh-huh.
can't read.
Yeah, I can't either.
oh, dear.
I can't knit. And when I do, it was really blurry.
Oh my
And
God.
come to find out that my blood pressure medicine was causing that.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
Oh,
So they took me off that blood pressure medicine and put me on a different one.
Hmm.
And hopefully this one will, because I'm only taking 2 medications.
what was the name of the one that caused it? Do you
Which one?
remember?
Losartan.
certain.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
And they put me on amlodipine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on that
Of course,
too.
the pharmacist said, well, that causes swelling. I said, well, can't you give me medicine?
No, I'm on that.
There's a problem and not give me something else?
Yeah.
Well, there's
Becky.
that too.
There's a pill for the amlodipine causing the swelling also. So they can get a pill for that. Because
Oh,
Tom's
golly.
Pill for a pill.
amlodipine, yeah.
The pill for the pill.
Go for the-
Yeah, that,
Go for the pill.
Yeah, I have a 3-page list of ones I can't take.
well, that's the thing. They give you one medicine and then that causes something else. So
I
then you
know.
need that to
I
cure
know.
that problem, which causes something else.
Uh-huh.
But Tom went through that and he was on 20 medicines in the end. And I says, just take him off everything and give him one. It
Yeah.
doesn't cause anything.
Hmm.
They can't figure that out.
I know.
Well, Sandy, before we leave, can you, are you fully healthy and everything's up to snuff?
Well, fairly. I've had recently, I had several pre-cancers taken off my face. I don't know if you can see that, but it really hurt. And I have to go back because I played tennis for 9 years. I taught in Marion, Indiana at first. And I played every summer day that I could. And I'm a swimmer. And I was just out all the time. And now I'm paying for it. So they've taken several off. I had one in my inside of my nose last year, and they removed that. That was really.
How did they find that?
And I drove to Indianapolis by myself. I don't know. Dwayne was busy, and he did as much as he could, and then said, "You know, I don't want to do anymore because you got to drive back to Richmond." So I go the 27th, and they're going to do more. So,
well, if you get stuck over here, let us know.
excuse me. Well, I have friends I could stay with there, but I just
Okay.
drove back. I don't know.
Okay.
Does that mean that Tom and Jane are not friends? No, I'm teasing.
Oh no, oh, no.
We just have the
No, I
two
would call. I would
podcasts.
definitely call if I needed help. But I thought I could drive back okay. It's just kind of painful. That's all. I don't know.
Isn't it fun
Next time
approaching
you
80?
I know. My best friend of 60 years turned 78 today. And because 78, I know. But now that I'm seeing all of you, I'm beginning to wonder if that's true. But she does.
Oh, I have
I'm
a
curious,
question.
Jim Hastings, where do you live?
We left.
Yeah.
No, he's there.
Oh, he's down there.
You're muted.
Yeah,
You're muted.
I live 4.5 miles east of Morgantown, Indiana. Ever heard of Morgantown?
No. No,
Well,
they
they've
have.
Mexican restaurant. They've got a
A
place where you can have
stoplight?
your clothes washed. Yeah, they got it. Well, it's a stop and go light, you know.
Oh,
It blinks red.
Yeah.
It's really
It's,
close to Trafalgar, right?
That's probably the closest big city, and that's about I don't know, 20 minutes away, something like
Yeah.
that. We're actually 19 miles south of Indianapolis. When you look.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So are you coming to the reunion? Are you planning
Isn't
coming?
that what this is all about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a feel for what's going on. I just heard about it. I mean, I knew about it because I've been getting the mailers, but I thought it's time to read that thing and see what's happening. So,
Yeah.
well, you know, you guys have been doing a great job. I can't fault you for any of it. And I understand we're all.
Was Tom and Jane Ann.
Well,
Yeah. Thanks, Jane Ann. So-
Jim, we've actually been doing this since March 2020.
Yeah, I think so.
Right during COVID.
I
Yeah,
know.
started during COVID.
Not planning the reunion.
Yeah.
Together.
Well,
Well,
I
hey,
look forward to seeing you all.
Yeah, and Jim, since you're from California, you probably are familiar with what 420 means, and we always stop at 420.
No, what does that mean?
Yeah, right.
If you ask, you should.
Most
If you have
of
to
you got them.
I heard about it, but that's not part of my MO at all. I'm pretty
Yeah,
straight.
well, I don't think it is any of ours either, but I thought we always thought it was kind of funny.
Just
so-
like, what was it, Bill Clinton said, I tried it once or twice, I didn't like it.
Yeah. Right. Well, everybody, we'll see you in a month. It's the first Tuesday, is like the second, third, so, or I mean, excuse me, the first Saturday, so we'll see in a month. And hopefully by that time, we will really be off and running on finding people. And
Okay.
so everybody who says they want to volunteer, email me so I can make a
Thank you.
list. Then I'll get it all figured out.
Okay.
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 We'll
All
do that.
righty.
Bye.
Good
All
seeing
right.
everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Everybody.
Have a good week.
Good
Yeah,
week.
Jim, really
Okay.
glad you made it. Try to be on.
Yes,
next month.
Jim. Good to
Yeah.
have you on. Come back next month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't
Okay,
get it
thank
out.
you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Call Van Pelt,
Okay.
because Van Pelt could call whole time.
Sandy.
I'm trying to.
Wait,
leave.
Sandy,
Wait,
Sandy.
Sandy.
I'll get back in touch with you and we'll figure out a date for me to come over.
Okay,
We'll
that's
wait till
great.
Vicky-
Sounds great.
Wait till Vicky gets
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
I
real
will.
sorry to hear about her sister-in-law. Too bad.
Well, I didn't hear that. Here I live right up the hill. Did she? Well, I knew that she probably was not going to make it too long. So
Yeah. Yeah, she sent me
Uh.
a message on Thursday, I think, and said that, hey, I'm sorry, I just found out I'm not going to be able to make it this weekend. That my sister-in-law finally lost her battle.
Yeah. Oh, that was terrible. Yes,
Yeah.
really sad.
And I'm real glad that you're staying on top of that skin cancer.
Well, you just have to. I earned it. I mean,
Yeah.
I was out in that sun.
Yeah. Well, you look great.
Hey, have they given you the magic cream yet?
I am taking some cream. I don't know what it is.
Because a
But
friend of mine had a whole bunch of melanoma on her face and everywhere. And they took it all off, but now she's got a cream. And if
well, they
she's-
gave me a cream, but of course I don't have melanoma. Thank goodness. at
maybe
this-
maybe that's it. Because she's,
Yeah.
if anything pops up that she sees, she just puts that
Puts
cream
it on.
and it goes away.
I've heard of that. I have heard of that. Vicky's had 2 melanomas. Vicky has, and I'm hoping that I'm catching these. My skin doctor, Dr. Dawes, he's really good, and so he's having me come back every 6 months, and really,
Yeah, definitely
catching
go
it.
every six.
Oh yeah, right. So
I go once a year. I had some on my nose and they had to cut it off and then they had to take some stuff over here and put it on. That's called a Mohs procedure or something.
yes, right.
But that was
Dr.
over-
Dawes, his office is right. They have a Mohs procedure right there, so it's all there, and so I'm staying on it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
tell Dwayne I said hi.
Okay, I will.
And tell him as
Thank-
usual, I get on him. I want him to treat you better.
Yes. He better be picking you up when you.
All right.
I'll tell him.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be back in touch.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What is Roman doing?